We're here with 2009 Boston mayoral candidate Sam Yoon and Boston Council member Sam Yoon here in Boston. And first question for you, Sam. How was your campaign experience running for mayor?
It was an incredible experience. I learned a tremendous amount about myself, about the city, and it was incredible to have the support of folks, not just in Boston, but from around the country who are watching the race and supporting our efforts. And really grateful to the AAA-Fund for helping to fund a spectacular staff in Chun-Fai, Chan, who I think for whom this was a transformative experience, and I think we did a lot in the city to change our conversation about Boston, about its future. And so, regardless of the outcome, I'm really proud of that and proud of the work that we did.
No, congratulations running a really inspiring campaign. Asian Americans are now beginning to get noticed. They're about, what, 8% of the city?
About 8%, yeah, in terms of residents.
Right.
Yeah. But I think around the country, close by in New York City, there were at least half a dozen Asian Americans who ran for city council races there. Many of whom are kind of a younger generation, and I think that there is going to be a younger generation of Asian Americans who see that how important it is to have a voice in government at all different levels. And certainly at the local level, which is the level which most people have a chance to kind of get started. And I just encourage people to stay engaged and to get educated and to educate others about how important it is to be engaged in government and to think about a career in which you're serving the public.
Can you tell us about one thing in the campaign that you'll always remember and cherish on memory?
One thing,
If there is one thing.
Well, I'll always remember losing, but not for the fact that we lost, but for the fact that there were so many people in the room where we shared an incredible bond at that moment. That we had worked so hard to bring about change and to create change and to have conversations with our neighbors and with the city about how much better we could be as a city with new leadership. So at primary night, it wasn't so much it really was a victory party in a real sense. And I remember just kind of feeling that and going from supporter to supporter, thanking them and feeling that responsibility, in some ways letting them down, but also kind of realizing that people were inspired, by each other, and it was just an incredible sight. It was a diverse crowd. It was so many people that you would not expect to be in politics or to care about politics. So many of them being Asian American, whether they're Vietnamese, Chinese, Korean. They really invested so much in themselves, and the center was frankly just really inspiring, to be in that room.
So you're talking about change and inspiration. What message would you have for the next generation of leaders, especially on the Asian American side, in terms of getting involved?
Yeah, I would say, think outside the box. There's a box that for a lot of younger Asian Americans have probably either put themselves in or have been put on you in terms of what a meaningful life should be about. To take risks and to say that, to realize that you have a potential to affect the lives of other people by choosing leadership opportunities and choosing to think about how to make things better for your community. That there really is a way to do that in life, and if you're open to that, there's so many opportunities. I think it's a country that really needs that people who think broadly about what they're doing here on this earth. And I think as Asian Americans is kind of the newest community, to put roots here in this country. That public service and politics and government, and this is a way that we can help write the next chapter of American history. And more of us, need to do that. More of us need to see our stake in that future for this country.
Now that your term of office is winding down, what are your plans for the future?
I'm wide open. I am looking for a job because I put my job on the line to run for mayor. But I continue to believe that there will be ways that I can be of service, be of value to the city, and or to society in general. And I know that sounds really idealistic, but that has been the guiding principle that has gotten me, into politics at this point in my life. And I think I'm just going to continue to follow that principle. And I'm also kind of a spiritual person, and I believe that God had a plan, for my life at the time when I decided to run my first time, and that there is a plan out there that where I can be of highest and best use to making this world a better place. So that can take many different forms, and so I'm open to all of them right now.
And you're a deacon in your church. You're an elder in your church, right?
Yes, yes. Have not been so active, since my time during the campaign in politics. But it's still a really important connection that I have to obviously something larger, bigger than myself. And it's been a really great, an important source of stability for my family as well, to be connected through my church. And yeah, but I'm really exploring. I'm networking, just as anybody ought to do when they're looking for a job. Sit down and talk to many people, like my good friend Gautam, who is holding the camera right now, and others, and just and that's a part of the process of kind of figuring out, what will be a good fit that will meet, my family's needs, obviously, but also that can continue to provide, a fulfilling, rewarding way of spending my time.
Thank you, Sam.
You're welcome.
2009 AAA-Fund endorsee, Sam Yoon.
Thank you to the AAA-Fund, and I really hope that the AAA-Fund will continue to grow and fill a real important need in our country for voices for our community to step up and to develop new leadership, and I'll be there with you doing that.
Thanks, Sam.
Thank you.